that's the president there. Joe Jackson is a financial analyst and the CEO of Dalex Finance. Mr. Jackson, appreciate your time. And you understand this language much more than a lot of people and all of us who are watching and right now. For the many people started paying attention to these ratings when we got to that junk status. But this B- with a stable outlook, what does all of this mean? And how is it going to impact on the economy?
First of all, this is extremely good news. Fantastic news. Great news. And wherever you are as a Ghanaian, whether you are getting a direct impact or not, I say to you that this should bring a smile to your face. And explain why. You see, what a lot of us didn't realize was that for a Ghanaian financial institution or in any case, any company like Dalex Finance, our ability to raise money outside the shores of this country was zilch. No company can have a higher rating than its sovereign current country rating. So when our public debt default results in a junk status for Ghana's public debt, it also invariably means that every single company in Ghana has junk status. So now we can raise money. We can go out and raise money. When there is a transaction to be held, Ghana can go out, raise up its head, and raise money. That's absolutely good news. For the financial sector, and as Dalex Finance, I'm excited, and I'm sure all my other colleagues are excited. All other companies that need to raise money outside, we are excited. And we are excited because of the second reason, that it will bring investor confidence. Whether these investors are bringing in cash directly or not, Ghana is not publicly recognized, that Ghana is not as toxic as it used to be. It even raises the specter of us being able to go back to the international markets to borrow. Now, I know that as soon as I say that, everybody will sit up and wonder, borrow? After all that has happened to you, there are some hard facts to be faced. Ghana does not balance its budget except by borrowing. That hasn't happened in a long time. And even in these austere times, it will not happen. And every time all the borrowing is local, it means that even in these times where the borrowing has been severely reduced, still there's some amount of crowding out local companies. Not as bad as it was a few years back, not as severe as it was last year, but there's still some crowding out. Being able to borrow on international markets gives us another option. Let's be clear, borrowing is not evil. Borrowing is not a crime. So long as you put the money borrowed into directly productive areas, which can help pay for the cost of borrowing. So that borrowing is a tool to accelerate our development. Borrowing is an option in economic management and policy. But, and that is the big but, that money should be used in a productive way, not as patronage, political loyalty, definitely not as part of the corrupt practices we have, but in a productive way. So we have tools. Finally, and I mentioned 3 items already, finally, it is public affirmation that the policies that we've been following for the past few months are in the right direction, that we are trending in the right direction, that things are being done properly, that there is discipline in our our fiscal management and in our finances. That's good. So number one, it's good news, terrible good news. Private companies can borrow easier than they did before. Number two, it will bring investor confidence. It will even give us access to foreign markets again. And there that is a good option, even though we must approach it very, very cautiously. Finally, it is affirmation that we are doing the right thing. That's all good news. But I want to sound a word of caution. But it's only a rating. It does not mean that things have changed. We are still broke. We still have to take the hard decisions. The energy sector debt is still looming. We still have to exercise the fiscal prudence that we've done over the last few months. This should be seen as motivation to continue on the path of discipline that we have been on the last few months. Not an invitation to retreat. So, hey, all in all, good news. Listen, excellent news, Nene.
I see, excellent, you put it in. But then again, you end on that note of caution that in the midst of all of this excellent news and achieving this upgrade, and based on all the indicators that Fitch itself outlined with the fiscal stability, the currency as well, and the policies that have been put in place so far since January to date, the threats that you outline, the energy debt, the threats that still that the city is faced with, the external influences we've seen, the fundamentals of our economy hasn't changed, the structure of the economy hasn't also changed. So what should be the thinking going forward to address the threats, sustain and even improve this rating as well?
For the short term, we're doing the right thing. We're being prudent with our finances. The city has appreciated in response to external and local factors. But there's also the medium term. This is an opportunity to look carefully at the structure of our economy. Say, how can we turn things around? How can we as Ghanaians own more of our resources that we produce? Can we retain even more beyond the gold board? Can we retain more of our resources in this country? This is an opportunity for us to take a deep look at Agric and start thinking of how we can effectively move Agric from rain-fed to irrigation-led. How can we start to feed our people? How can we drive non-traditional exports? So it's good news. It's excellent news. In the short term, we say, well done, hooray, to the managers of the economy. But there's still some real hard work to be done in the medium term so that this opportunity does not pass away.
And that's a reality check you put in there. Thank you so much. Joe Jackson is a financial analyst, CEO of Dalex Finance. Thank you.